We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Let's go. 70, ready.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Carolina defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70,
on first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
ready. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught by McMillan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Well, now they'll shift things around.
Warrior 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready, ready.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Got it. Ready? Ready?
On 1st down, it's Blue. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready? Go.
Now Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cowboys at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Buffalo 18. 60 back. Ready?
To throw is Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get it. Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go. Let's go.
Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Blue will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Trying to left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
19.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
60. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Barnes. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. Donovan Ezraku in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. This one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Toss play to the right to Blue. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Panther 60.
Throwing is Milton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few toes out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Barnes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Milton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
17 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Savon Rebel.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
To throw, it's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
68, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Okay, break.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Looking to throw. Milton. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Set.
Off play action. Milton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Get up. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Panthers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, here's White. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Let's take it in. It's Xavier Legette. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Cowboys 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35. So pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Milton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther Viking 18.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
But now an audible here into something else.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Keeping it on the ground. Farrell again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here we go. Count.
2nd and 6. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'd be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Barnes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check smash. Check smash. 19 Lions.
From the gun on third down. Barnes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good for our Panthers. First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
A handoff to Farrow. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Barnes. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
On the return comes White. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a run by Blue. is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Able to hit his target line. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramos. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Warriors 70. Ready?
Now Milton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Viking 18.
To throw is Milton. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Here we go. 19, go.
Milton.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on, set. Craft all 80. Dragon 6, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cougar 19. Riggs. 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go now.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they work this out past the 25. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tight. 19 tight. Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it and taking it.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Carolina,
They improved to 5-3.